Welcome to the NoodleTools video lesson. You may ask yourself, why are we using NoodleTools? One is to create a MLA certified works cited page. Two is to learn how to appropriately use parenthetical citations, also known as in-text references. And three is so you can share your sources and your essays with your instructor. There are 5 steps to accomplish this task and use NoodleTools effectively. They are 1. Set up an account. 2. Share your project. 3. Create a thesis statement or research question. 4. Print your works cited page or attach it to your document. And 5. How to appropriately use parenthetical citation, again known as in-text references. So let's figure out how to set up an account. There are 2 easy ways. You can go to Niles West High School's web links, and right here under Students you have Information Resource Center, or IRC. You click on that. It'll take you to the IRC homepage, and if you click on Citation Help, right here, Citation Help, you've got NoodleTools right here. So that's one way. This will take you to the NoodleTools. Another way is just go to any browser and type in Noodle. Alright, I guess we need to type in NoodleTools, and you'll see it pops up right there, NoodleTools. Click on Login, and that will take you there also. Click on Sign In. Now you want to create a personal ID. So you want to do I am a student at location Niles West, expected year of graduation 2015. Type in, you'll put in your own personal ID, of course. I'm just making up a generic one. Then you'll enter a password. You type your password, throw in your initials, last 4 digits of your phone number, and you're registered. Now you want to create a project. So you'll click Create a Project. You have 3 citation styles here. We are going to use MLA, which stands for Modern Language Association. We are now in high school, moving on to college. We're going to click Advanced, and then you add your description. Keep it simple. Whatever your assignment is, make it that. So we'll just put down persuasive essay here. Create project. So here it says Welcome Student 2015. That's a generic name I gave myself. You'll see it says the project is persuasive essay. Here you can enter your research question or your thesis statement. I'll use an example that my student, sophomore student, did last year. College students should not be paid to play. I'll click Submit. Now you can click Share Project with Teacher's Dropbox. And there's a couple ways to find your teacher. For example, if you're a sophomore and you start clicking SO for sophomore, you'll see you've got Erickson here, Jackson, and here I am, Mr. Gray. And if you start typing the teacher's last name, I type a G and somehow Quinlan comes up, and Bourdonnais, but keep going with GRY, and there you are. So you'll just click which class you're in, then you'll type your name, click Share My Google Docs paper, and share your project. By the way, and this is an important reminder, you will need to be signed into Google before you can share your Google Docs paper. Okay, so you have an account, you have a thesis statement, you shared your project with the teacher. Let's check out some other components. Here you have the works cited page. You can do note cards and outline, and you can also go right to your paper by clicking on the paper there. You can also get to your works cited page by clicking on bibliography. So there's 2 different ways. You can see we don't have a bibliography yet, so let's create one. You need to click on the drop down box here, and you'll see we have a list that are commonly cited, for example book and websites. You can also scroll down further to electronic, and here you'll have a database for the collection of databases we have here in our IRC. You've got Wikipedia. You also have video clip if you choose to use a YouTube clip. And as we scroll down even further, you have audio and video images. Here you have a movie or DVD if you choose to use one. And you even have television program. And if you choose to interview either a dean or administrator, a principal, you can use an interview here. So we'll scroll back to the top, and again, here are the commonly cited, the books you'll read and the websites you may use. So let's create a citation, for example. I'll click on Website, click Create a Citation, and it will take me to this page. I'll use a generic source. British court convicts parents in honor murder. I found this on CNN. This is from Laura Perez Maestro. And I'll just start copying and pasting the information. So it says name of website, CNN. Publisher of the site, Cable News Network, Turner Broadcasting System. You'll find that at the bottom of the home page. Usually if you're trying to figure out who published this website, go to the home page, go to the bottom, look for some kind of copyright date. That's what that C means there. It means copyright. And I'll just plug into this information here. Then you have the date I accessed it. The date it was published online happens to be the very same day. I just use a generic source at this moment. Then it wants the URL. So we'll go back. At the very top, you copy and paste the URL. And then it'll ask you for the authors. I've got Laura Perez Maestro, and I just happen to notice at the bottom here that it says CNN's Richard Allen Green contributed to this report, so I included him as well. Web page or document article title, I already read it, and that's it. So you scroll to the very bottom, and it says include this source in my final works cited. Yes, of course. Click submit, and here it is. There's my source. Okay, so I helped you set up an account. We shared the project with the teacher. We generated a thesis statement. Now we're on to the two most important segments of this NoodleTools video lesson. It's the works cited page and the parenthetical citations. And to help you understand this better, I'm going to log into my actual teacher account. So you see welcome NACRAP here. I've got a few projects, and I got projects shared with me. So here you have my classes. Sophomore 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7. Those are the periods I have those students. And I have a couple other ones from some archived ones as well. I have 28 students in my period 2 class. If I click on them, I can scroll down, and I'll find a couple examples here. So, for example, Tommy Dynek. This is his piece. His thesis reads, SOPA would mean the end of free speech and censorship on the internet. It needs to be stopped. Let's take a look at his works cited page. Here he has 3 sources, and because he provided the URL link, he can check them out as well as I can. So we'll just click on these URL links and see that it comes here. Stop SOPA, online piracy, stop online piracy. This is from The Economist, and he has another one here. This piece in its original form was published in a national review, but Tommy extracted it from one of our IRC databases, Global Issues in Context. But of course you don't want to see Tommy's sources, you want to see his works cited page. So you go up here to print export, export to Word, click OK to open in LibreOffice, and it will show you this, his works cited page. Now he'll have to attach this to his actual document. You'll see that the sources are alphabetized and all the successive information for each source is indented. Your next question may be, well, how do I properly cite my sources within the body of my text? How do I create parenthetical citations? That information is provided for you right here on the right margin. It says in-text reference. How does he cite this source? Click on in-text reference and it will tell you at the end of your sentence, in parentheses, add the word Clayton. Well, what if I don't have an author? Well, it will tell you. Click on this in-text reference on the right margin here, and we'll say at the end of your sentence, start your parentheses, begin your quote, stopping SOPA, online, end quote, end parenthesis, period. Let's take a look at a couple more quick examples. My sophomore period 1 class did a beast essay, 25 students in this class. I click on that. I can scroll down to Megan's essay, click on, and you can see it says teacher's view of Megan Ui's essay. Her project is the beast essay. She began her project with a question, is humanity the beast? And then later added her thesis statement, when it comes to people wanting things so badly, some will turn to violence and show that they are greedy, selfish, and vicious people. Let's take a look at her works cited page. She has quite a variety. She has a DVD by Michael Moore, Bowling for Columbine. She's got a website here. A book here by William Golding, another website, and a third website. When I click on the links to her websites, they'll open up to here, CNN, Walmart, worker dies in rush, 2 killed at toy store. Here she has 9 shocking examples of Black Friday violence. And here from Reuters, she's got violence pepper spray Black Friday shopping. She herself, as well as I, can take a look at her works cited page. Click OK, And here's her works cited page. No matter what order she entered her sources, NoodleTools will alphabetize it for her. So you'll see she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sources, and they're alphabetized, and the successive information is indented. Each of her sources will have a different in-text reference. So, for example, the DVD Bowling for Columbine will go in parentheses on this source. If we click on the next one, Goldberg for this website. Here you have a book and just Golding. Actually, this is different. Suppose she cited page 14 of Golding. Well, then at the end of your sentence, you'll put down Golding page 14. Without the word page, of course, just Golding 14. Her last source, Walmart worker dies in rush, has no author. So how is she going to use an in-text reference? Well, NoodleTools tells her at the end of her sentence, in quotes, Walmart worker dies. She'll end the quote, end the parentheses, and then add her period. So those are the 5 steps of the NoodleTools video lesson. Good luck with your submissions.